Good evening, everybody. I'm Dr. Mehmet Oz, attending physician at New York Presbyterian Columbia Medical Center and host of the Dr. Oz Show. And on behalf of the American Skin Association, welcome to our annual gala. Although I know you are accustomed to gathering annually in the beautiful ballroom of the Plaza Hotel, only to be able to do that again. This year, like so many things in our everyday lives, we've got to pivot and find new ways to connect and celebrate. So thank you for joining us tonight for ASA's first ever virtual gala. So what does ASA do on a daily basis that's so important? Well, I'm thrilled to be able to participate and support all of its efforts. I'd be the first online to thank everybody for your continued support of ASA and their most vital mission. Tonight, we celebrate 4 outstanding honorees. The renowned Dr. Lebwohl will accept the Distinguished Leadership Award. The Distinguished Corporate Leadership Award will be presented to Pfizer. They do so many wonderful things. My good friend and curbside consultant, Dr. Doris Day, will receive the Excellence in Dermatology Mentorship Award, and Insight will accept the Global Impact Award in Biopharmaceutical Research and Medicine. Congratulations to all of you. Now, of course, tonight, we also celebrate the American Skin Association. For over 3 decades, ASA and its affiliates have funded over $50 million in grants to support the work of over 350 promising young scientists. These recipients have gone on to become top investigators in their fields, working on groundbreaking research to prevent, detect, and treat skin cancer and other skin diseases. I'd also like to recognize ASA's devoted volunteer board members, especially Chairman Howard Milstein. The tremendous accomplishments of ASA would not have been possible without Howard. His in-depth leadership and involvement in the American Skin Association for 17 years has brought forth remarkable growth to their organization. Howard Milstein always shows up. As a friend for many years, I've watched him, witnessed him personally at my hospital, New York Presbyterian, and elsewhere, calmly guide philanthropic endeavors, and certainly he's got a lot of them. And thank you for leading always and for stepping up and putting your hands up and being counted. God bless you. Howard carries on the legacy of the Milstein family, one of civic leadership and vast philanthropic generosity, evidenced around New York City. Just look and you'll see them. And the world is a better place. For example, the Milstein Heart Center, where I work, and the Milstein Hospital building, where my office is, of New York Presbyterian Columbia Medical Center. Of course, at my home, away from home, I'm especially appreciative, but I'm not alone. Howard is charting a distinctive path with strategic giving to advance medical research and healthcare delivery. The result is cutting-edge, crucial scientific and clinical breakthroughs to defeat melanoma and other skin diseases, which benefit patients in the U.S. and all around the world. God bless you. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming my friend and yours, Howard Milstein.
Thank you, Mehmet, for those kind words and for joining us this evening. We're delighted to welcome you as Master of Ceremonies. As many of you know, Dr. Oz wears many hats. He's not only a well-known television personality, but in his spare time, he is a world-renowned cardiologist at the Milstein Family Heart Center. Abby and I would like to thank everyone for tuning in to our first virtual gala. We hope you and your families are safe and healthy during this most difficult time. As you truly are ASA's most loyal friends, and your continued support, especially now, is very much appreciated and vital to sustaining our mission. While this may not be the summer of our discontent, it is certainly the summer of our discontinuity, where we are unable to celebrate in person, as we always have in the past. We certainly did not want to miss this opportunity this year, and we look forward to returning to normalcy and seeing you all at the Plaza Hotel on April 20th, 2021 for our next gala. This evening, we have the pleasure of saluting some remarkable individuals and corporations whose work has made a lasting impact. Dr. Doris Day, Clinical Associate Professor of Dermatology at NYU Langone Medical Center, will receive ASA's Excellence in Dermatology Mentorship Award. Dr. Day, thank you for being with us. Dr. Mark Lebwohl, the Waldman Professor of Dermatology at Mount Sinai, will be awarded the Distinguished Leadership Award. Congratulations, Mark. ASA's Global Impact Award in Biopharmaceutical Research and Medicine will be presented to Insight and accepted by Dr. Jim Lee. Dr. Lee is Group Vice President and Head of Inflammation and Autoimmunity. Thanks for joining us, Jim. Lastly, we will present ASA's Distinguished Corporate Leadership Award to Pfizer. Accepting for Pfizer will be Dr. Ihab Magob, Pfizer's head of North America Inflammation and Immunology Medical Affairs. Welcome, Dr. Magob. What an impressive group we have this year. Tonight we celebrate 33 successful years of funding research, educating future generations on skin health, and furthering our goal of defeating melanoma, skin cancer, and other skin diseases. As you know, ASA serves the more than 100 million Americans, 1/3 of the US population, affected by skin disorders. Our foundation helps Americans to better understand the impact of skin disease and skin's crucial role in good health. I never let this evening pass without remembering a person near and dear to many of us. Dr. George W. Hambrick was a physician, researcher, teacher, and mentor. George dedicated his life to others. Our continued success 33 years later is a testament to his legacy, and I thank each of you for being a part of it. A very special thank you to our president, Dr. David Norris, our vice chairs, and most importantly, our dedicated volunteer board of directors. Your unwavering commitment and guardianship of ASA is the reason we are able to meet the challenge of our mission. Special thanks also to the members of our Medical Advisory Committee and our Education Council. Now I'm delighted to recognize a giant in the field of dermatology. Dr. Mark Lebwohl is the chair of the Kimberly and Eric J. Waldman Department of Dermatology at the Icahn School of Medicine at Mount Sinai. He has also recently been appointed Dean for Clinical Therapeutics at Mount Sinai. For almost 4 decades, Dr. Lebwohl has dedicated himself to his patients and providing them the best care possible. His passion for mentoring the next generation of dermatologists is truly an inspiration. He is past president of the American Academy of Dermatology and chairman emeritus of the medical board of the National Psoriasis Foundation. He's an accomplished author, editor, and presenter. He's the co-author of the leading book on dermatologic therapy, Treatment of Skin Disease, now in its 6th edition. Congratulations, Mark.
Hi, everyone. I am going to start out by doing a Donald Trump imitation and removing my mask. My name is Mark Lebwohl. I am honored to be the recipient of this award from the American Skin Association. The American Skin Association has been an extraordinary organization that has supported advances in dermatologic research for its entire existence. It is a young organization, but it has become probably the second biggest funder of dermatologic research in the country. There are many people participating in this event tonight who are grateful recipients of support from the American Skin Association. It has supported the careers of early scientists in dermatology. Many of them have gone on to great successes. So I'm truly appreciative of getting an award from an organization for which I have such high regard. There are many donors who have supported this organization, and I do want to select out Howard Milstein. He had a vision to do something that would change the world in a way that helps our patients. And I think dermatology has been at the forefront of innovations in medicine. And it's thanks to the vision of people like Howard Milstein. And he brought that vision to fruition in the American Skin Association. The world has a lot to be grateful for. We have created many biologic therapies which have helped not only dermatology, but are now being used in cancer, rheumatology, gastroenterology, pulmonary disease, and a host of other diseases. And it all started with what we did in dermatology. And a real thank you to Howard Milstein for that vision. I also want to thank the many friends and colleagues in the audience who have donated regularly to the American Skin Association, and encourage you to keep doing that because this organization has truly changed not only dermatology, but medicine in general. Thank you also to our corporate partners, Incyte and Pfizer. And I also want to thank Doris Day, my fellow honoree. I'm truly delighted to be sharing the podium with somebody for whom I have such a high regard. I am currently chairman of the Department of Dermatology at Mount Sinai, and I am now also the Dean for Clinical Therapeutics. In January, I will be chairman emeritus, and we'll talk a little bit about Emma Gutman, who's taking my place in that role. The department has been supported by Kimberly and Eric Waldman. The Waldman family has been incredibly generous to our department and has made us grow into one of the foremost departments in the country, and we are very grateful to them. I'm also going to thank a couple of people in my department who have been with me almost from the beginning. My first study coordinator, Giselle Singer, and my nurse, Carmen Martinez, have both been with me for more than a quarter of a century each. They both started at the age of 2. And I'm fortunate to have them at my side all of those years. I'm also going to select out a few faculty who have been with me for decades. Our first hire was our head of dermatopathology, Robert Phelps, and he has grown that division from about 2,000 specimens a year to 60,000 and growing. Marcia Gordon was our next hire, and she's really led the department in cosmetic dermatology. I think we were one of the early departments to embrace cosmetic dermatology as an area where dermatologists should be the ones who excel, and she's done that with grace and elegance, and I'm grateful to her. One of the smartest residents I ever worked with was Jake Levitt, and Jake has stayed with me ever since his residency. He's now the person in charge of our clinic, and I've said to many a resident, if I ever get, Stevens-Johnson syndrome or toxic epidermal necrolysis and I come in comatose, call Jake to be my dermatologist. And last but not least, Suhail Hadi is a dermatologist who I encountered when he was running the Department of Dermatology in Dubai. His children moved to the US, and to our good fortune, he called me asking for a job, and he has been with me ever since. He's in charge of the eczema laser at Mount Sinai and in charge of our educational programs, and has done an extraordinary job. I also want to thank the heads of our growing department, Alice Gottlieb, whom we recruited to be the head of our Beth Israel campus, Mount Sinai Union Square, and Andrew Alexis, who we appointed as head of our Mount Sinai West campus. They have helped grow this department and doing an incredible job. Alice is one of the world authorities in psoriasis. Andrew Alexis, one of the world authorities in skin of color. So I'm grateful to have them. I also want to thank our administrators, Tom Lee Abraham and Yvonne Myers. They are actually the people who run Mount Sinai. The president and CEO, the dean and CEO may think otherwise, but it's Yvonne and Tom Lee. Lastly, I want to thank our scientists. We have a very strong presence in melanoma. Jerry Chipuk, Emily Bernstein, and Julia De Celebi are working in melanoma. Anne Bocock, who discovered the first ocular melanoma gene and the first psoriasis gene, has a lab at Mount Sinai. And our 5th lab is headed by Emma Gutman. Her lecture pointed to all of the cells and cytokines that led to the development of atopic dermatitis. And since that time, all of the new drugs coming out for atopic dermatitis are based on her work, and they have literally saved the lives of hundreds of thousands of patients. There will be a steady stream of new treatments coming based on her work, and she's also now used the techniques she honed in identifying the causes of atopic dermatitis to point to things like keloids, alopecia areata, and other diseases, and she's generated an enormous excitement in the department. I am therefore thrilled that in January she will step in as I assume my role as Dean for Clinical Therapeutics, and she will be the new chair of dermatology at Mount Sinai. So I'm very fortunate and proud to have her in that role. And with that, I hope I haven't put you to sleep. Thank you very much.
Dr. Lebwohl, congratulations. Now I'm delighted to introduce Dr. Emma Gutman, a leading expert on inflammatory skin diseases. Dr. Gutman is currently the Saul and Clara Kess Professor and Vice Chair for Research at the Department of Dermatology and the Director of the Center for Excellence in Eczema and Director of the Laboratory of Inflammatory Skin Diseases at the Icahn School of Medicine at Mount Sinai Medical Center. This coming January, Dr. Gutman will be following in our last awardee's footsteps as she becomes the new chair of the Kimberly and Eric J. Waldman Department of Dermatology at the Icahn School of Medicine. She will be the first woman to serve as chair of a department of dermatology in New York City, which is truly a wonderful achievement. Congratulations and thank you, Dr. Gutman. Please join me, everybody, in welcoming her.
So thank you, Dr. Oz. I'm really delighted to present the next award, the Distinguished Leadership Award, to Pfizer that has done tremendous effort in inflammatory skin diseases and skin diseases in general, and they share the commitment of the American Skin Association and the dermatology community to improve patients' lives around the globe. So accepting on behalf of Pfizer is Ihab Mahgoub, that is the head of the North American Inflammation and Immunology Medical Affairs at Pfizer. So for more than 150 years, Pfizer is doing their best to expand the knowledge and patient care in medicine and also in getting vaccines to patients. So as a physician and a scientist that is involved in multiple studies in inflammatory skin diseases that span atopic dermatitis, psoriasis, alopecia areata, and vitiligo, I can say that Pfizer has a firm commitment to dermatology, to dermatologists, and to patients that suffer from dermatological diseases. And already in their studies, I think they improved multiple lives, and I think many more to come in the next few years because they are bringing innovation and new treatments to our patients. And they also support science, they give grants, and they expand the knowledge of our physicians and our patients. And on a personal note, I myself collaborate with Pfizer, both as a physician that is involved in clinical trials, but also my lab collaborates with Pfizer also on translational aspects. And I know how much they are committed to improve the knowledge in the field of dermatology beyond just the interest in developing a drug. And on behalf of dermatology and the American Skin Association, we really are looking forward to the partnership for the years to come to expand knowledge in dermatology and bring more drugs to patients. Thank you for everything you do for us, for dermatology, and for our patients.
Good evening, everyone, and thank you, Dr. Emma Gutman, for presenting this award tonight. My name is Dr. Ihab Mahgoub, and I'm the Vice President and North America Medical Affairs Lead at Pfizer Inflammation and Immunology. On behalf of Pfizer, I am honored to accept the Distinguished Corporate Leadership Award at this year's virtual ASA Annual Gala. It's a pleasure to join you to celebrate the many achievements of the American Skin Association and its members, and to be recognized as a corporate leader. It's a great privilege to work alongside all of you in the medical dermatology community as we work to make meaningful differences that improve the lives of patients with inflammatory skin diseases. I know that it's our shared mission that helps patients and advances care for inflammatory skin diseases. At Pfizer, we are dedicated to developing breakthroughs that help with the day-to-day suffering experienced by people living with chronic diseases, including inflammatory skin diseases. As you know too well, these diseases can be debilitating, disfiguring, and distressing, dramatically affecting what patients can do each day. We are actively pursuing potential advances in areas such as atopic dermatitis, and our dermatology pipeline strives to deliver to patients potential therapies to close the gap in care for long underserved conditions such as alopecia areata, vitiligo, and hidradenitis suppurativa. We are proud to be part of this community and thankful for all the amazing work that you all do. I look forward to our continued partnership for many years to come. Thank you.
And now it's my distinct honor to present an award to a dear friend. Dr. Doris Day is a board-certified dermatologist specializing in laser and cosmetic dermatology. She's a medical educator and a highly respected and sought-after media personality. She is clinical associate professor of dermatology at the NYU Langone Medical Center. She's also a well-published author, an established journalist, a nationally and internationally recognized presenter, but most notably, she's a mentor. Doris has dedicated much of her career to teaching and guiding the next generation of dermatologists. Her dedication to lifelong learning illustrates her understanding that medicine is continually evolving, and she is committed to enacting change in the field of dermatology. I am thrilled to present this award to my dear friend Doris Day. She is truly one of the kindest people that you could ever know. Today we honor her and celebrate the care with which she teaches and guides her students. I got to say, Doris has done remarkable things, but I want to take personal credit because I have helped Doris save many lives with my frequent curbside consults. Because whenever someone in my family gets ill, I quickly call Doris. She tells me what to tell them. I look like the savior, and I give little acknowledgement to Doris at the end sometimes. She's always willing to give her time, the weirdest hours, and her advice, her sage advice, is always well received by the people that I've helped on her behalf. So Doris, God bless you for helping my family, for helping so many others. The American Skin Association presents the Excellence in Dermatology Mentorship Award to Doris Day from NYU Langone Medical Center.
Thank you so much, Mehmet, for presenting me with this award. It means the world to me, and our friendship means the world to me as well. You are such an incredible mentor for me and for so many of our colleagues. I remember when I first met you on your show, probably about 15 years ago, how excited you were that I was there and how supportive you were and how much you helped me shine in educating our audience on important elements of the skin. I tried to carry that forward with my peers as well to help mentor and educate the next generation of dermatologists and doctors so that we can all grow our specialty, because I always believe that when we all shine, there's more light for everybody. And growing and helping our field is part of our calling as being physicians. And you are the epitome of that to me, and I appreciate it very much. And my dear friend, Kathleen Reichert, introduced me to the ASA family. And this is a family that I am so proud and honored to get to know and to be a part of as well. And I thank you for including me in your family. Chairman Howard Milstein and his lovely wife, Abby, thank you for all you've done. I've watched, and every year I find you to get a picture with you, because every year I want to post that picture, and I'm so proud to be associated with you in any way, and grateful for all the work you do for all our patients, for my peers, for helping expand the knowledge and understanding in dermatology and skincare, literally saving lives on an annual basis. And with those lives are many families that go with that as well. Thank you so much to Karen and David Mandelbaum. Thank you for all you do. I love and appreciate and cherish our friendship. Mentoring is such an important part of what I do. And from the day I graduated residency, I thought it was important to help educate and mentor the next generation so that they could always be their best and learn from not just mistakes I've made, but from things that also were my successes. And so they wouldn't have to reinvent the wheel. We could all make it better together. It was through the help of my peers, through doctors who were ahead of me, through chairmen of departments like Dr. Lebwohl, through pharma industry, many companies that had me attend advisory boards and meetings and participate in clinical trials, through dermatology colleagues who were decades ahead of me, who helped light the path so that I could shine as well. All of that together is our family of dermatology. And my family at home also was so incredibly supportive. My husband, Michael, my son, Andrew, and daughter, Sabrina, and my parents were all part of my universe that supported and guided me along the way and gave me the courage to be able to go forward and pursue the path that they saw I was so passionate about. I would say my best mentee has been my daughter. Since she was a child, since she was a little girl, she would look through my dermatology journals and try to learn along with me. And her interest and her level of focus on the work that I did, and watching her now grow up and go through medical school and aspire to be a dermatologist as well, has made me very proud. My office family are very dear friends who eventually end up going through nursing school, PA school, medical school, or other graduate school. So they're all destined to leave me, but they're also my apprentices who then go out in the world and succeed. And I love watching them lead as they go along as well. So it's all about family for me. And I consider my family to be very large and growing. And I love watching all of our generations grow and shine.
And now to present our final award, it's my pleasure to introduce the chairman of the Department of Dermatology at the University of Colorado School of Medicine and president of the American Skin Association, Dr. David Norris.
Thank you, Dr. Oz, for your kind introduction and for joining us as MC this evening. We appreciate your unwavering commitment in supporting our first ever virtual gala. I'm delighted to have you all tuned in this evening. As Dr. Oz said tonight, we mark 33 years, over 3 decades, of fulfilling our crucial dual mission of funding research and educating youth, and the public at large on the importance of skin health. As president of the ASA, I would like to thank our honorees for their participation, and I'd also like to extend a heartfelt thanks to all of you, our supporters, our ASA family, for being with us. As you know, ASA relies on your continued generosity, and all proceeds go directly into dermatology research and skin cancer prevention. It's because of you, our faithful supporters, that we're able to continue to make these strides. In 2020, your generosity has allowed us to continue our long history of awarding significant research grants. These grants address the causes and treatments of melanoma, vitiligo, and psoriasis, as well as other skin diseases, and to search for long sought-after cures. I would like to take this opportunity to thank Howard Milstein, our chairman of 17 years, for his continued leadership and devotion. Thank you, Abby and Howard, for your unending support of ASA. The work that we do would not be possible without your dedication to our efforts. And now I'm happy to present our final award of the evening. Tonight, the Global Impact Award in Biopharmaceutical Research and Medicine is presented to Insight. The award will be accepted by Dr. Jim Lee, Insight's Group Vice President and Head of the Inflammation and Autoimmunity Development Group. Insight is a global biopharmaceutical company founded on the premise that investment in strong science and the relentless pursuit of R&D excellence can translate into new solutions that can positively affect patients' lives. Their drug discovery and development efforts were founded in 2002 by a team of research scientists, chemists, and biologists working in concert in immunology. Today, they employ 1,500 people and have operations in Europe, US, and Japan. The commitment of Insight's talented team of world-class scientists to continued scientific excellence has enabled them to identify new molecules, to decipher new pathways, and to develop first-in-class and best-in-class medicines. Congratulations, Jim.
Hello, my name is Jim Lee, and I am the Group Vice President, Head of Inflammation and Autoimmunity here at Insight. On behalf of the employees at Insight, I would like to thank the American Skin Association for recognizing our work and presenting us with the Global Impact Award in Biopharmaceutical Research and Medicine. The ASA is truly an amazing organization. Their efforts have been critical in advancing the science and therapies in the field of dermatology, and for that, Insight is very honored to accept this award. The recognition of our research programs from an organization like the ASA speaks to the impactful work being done by employees and scientists across our organization. I would like to share a sincere thank you to all of those who are working to progress science in support of bringing new solutions to patients. Thank you again to the American Skin Association for this incredible honor.
And now I'd like to present a special message from Humberto Antunes, the Vice Chair of the American Skin Association Board of Directors.
Hi. The importance of our skin speaks higher than ever. Even though COVID-19 is classified as a respiratory disease, it's easy to understand the role that the skin plays in our defense. Just imagine the role the skin plays in protecting us right now. Medicine has risen to the occasion and adopted new ways of helping patients. Technology and the adoption of new techniques and tools has been advanced more in the last 6 months than decades, but also the cooperation between scientists, pharmaceutical industry, venture capital, academia, entrepreneurs has been rather remarkable. And that is very much what the American Skin Association is all about. The American Skin Association is a unique collaboration of patients, families, advocates, physicians, and scientists with a single purpose: to defeat skin diseases. Established to serve millions of Americans afflicted with skin disorders, the organization's mission continues to advance research, champion skin health, and drive public awareness about skin health. Tonight, we honor role models aligned with the purpose of the American Skin Association. Today, we have two very different physicians here with very different styles and very different careers. People I am proud to call my friends. Dr. Mark Lebwohl and Dr. Doris Day are tremendous examples of leadership, commitment, and dedication to skin health. They're exemplary role models. As we honor them, I would like every dermatologist, as a matter of fact, every physician, to accept our heartfelt thank you for everything you do to keep America's skin healthy for a long, long time. And thank you for supporting the American Skin Association.
That concludes our program this evening. Congratulations again to Dr. Lebwohl, Dr. Day, Insight, and Pfizer. The ASA's great work would certainly not be possible without the generous support of so many. And I'd like to take a moment to thank them. We're going to start with our 2020 Gala dinner chairs, Erica and Humberto Antunes, Karen and David Mendelbaum, Abby and Howard Milstein, Victoria and David Norris. And I want to thank you all again very much for leading the charge as Gala chairs. I'd also like to recognize our top Gala contributors. First, we're going to start with the members of the Chairman's Leadership Circle, Abby and Howard Milstein, the New York Private Bank and Trust, and Deneen and Charles Stiefel. And Deneen and Charles, thank you very much, and the rest of the group for being out there and making what's required to happen so we can support the ASA. Next, the members of the President's Club, Andrew Farkas, a classmate of mine from college, by the way, 3C Capital Partners and Island Capital Group that he represents, his companies, Insight, Karen and David Mendelbaum, and Pfizer. And again, without the generous support of these kind individuals and corporations, the American Skin Association would not be able to continue their vital work. Thank you all for tuning in to the American Skin Association Virtual Gala and for your continued support. Good night and God bless.
Ladies and gentlemen, you guys have a great time tonight. We have a fabulous time running for you. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to say goodnight. We still have a little bit more to do, but ladies and gentlemen, we'll see you again next year. You're listening to the sounds of the Hangman Orchestra.